Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a long time coming. Can I get a drum roll, please? Introducing our new Alpha 1 Lightwave amp by BeamerTech, specifically for early model BMWs with Harman Kardon, Hi-Fi Professional DSP, and individual audio. For the longest time, BMW owners have either had to deal with their Harman Kardon amps or piece together random parts of equipment and hope that it sounds good. Well, recently, we came up with a solution for those of you BMW owners with Harman Kardon and MGU head units, but now we have the rest of you covered with our Alpha 1 Lightwave amp by BeamerTech. Well, check your VIN on our website to make sure it's compatible. Harman Kardon, Hi-Fi Professional DSP, and individual audio are all powered by a variation of Harman Kardon's 9-channel OEM amplifier with an optical input like this one. Our Lightwave amp is specifically designed for these systems. Today we'll be installing this amp on this F15, but the process is similar for many other BMWs as well. However, right before we get to that, let's learn a bit more about this amp in 3, 2, 1, go! This amp is specifically for high-end optical audio systems like Harman Kardon, Hi-Fi Professional DSP, and individual audio, also known as enhanced premium sound in North America. It has a total output of 2300 watts max, which is nearly 4 times the amount of the 600 watt stock Harman Kardon amp. The amp features 9 speaker level output channels, including one 800 watt channel that can power a big passive trunk sub like DJ CJ has here, or the center channel for normal people. There is also a 10th DSP-controlled RCA pre-out for driving a separate trunk sub if you want to keep the center channel running and still have a trunk sub. Now you have full control over the settings of your amp for complete customization and tuning. However, you also retain full control over the settings in your iDrive settings for quick changes on the fly. Now one of the cool things is you can also change between 2 different DSP files by simply switching on or off your Logic 7/Surround in your iDrive settings. And yes, our amp still comes pre-tuned for your ears, your music, and your specific model BMW, just like all of our amps do. For a full list of all the features, head on over to our website, link in the description. Also, head on over there to double-check compatibility with your BMW. Now, if you want to install this yourself, it's going to be easy to do with our BeamerTech DIY Essentials Kit and Trim Toolkit, both of which you can find on our website. Now, if you don't feel comfortable doing this yourself, you can find one of our certified installers near you, also by checking our website. We have them in about 30 countries around the world. But don't forget that if you're in the Orlando, Florida area, well then stop on by and we can do it for you. Without further ado, let's install this amp on this F15 with Jarrett. Take it away. First, start by opening the rear hatch and tailgate. Next, pop off the access panel like so. On top of the amp will be an 8mm screw. Remove it. Once out, pop up and pull out the factory amp. Now we need to disconnect the amp. Pinch and pull these 2 connectors here. For the main one, slide the locking tab to the side, and then you'll be able to release the connector. Now we need to disassemble this connector to get it ready for the new amp. Start by taking a pick tool and inserting it here. Pull back the tab and slide the inside connector out. On this side, insert a pick tool here. Push the tab to the side and pull out the inside connector. Grab the new housing from the Alpha 1 Lightwave kit and slide this factory connector into it. The other one is not needed, so you can secure it out of the way to the rest of the harness. Now we need to access the battery. Start by lifting up and removing the floor panel. Next, remove the 8mm bolts holding the storage tray in place. Lift up the storage tray and remove it. CJ has some extra subs in the back, so there was a little extra wiggling involved. Remove the negative battery terminal with a 10mm socket and set it aside. Grab the negative and positive power cables from the Alpha 1 Lightwave kit. Start by grounding the system. With a 13mm socket, remove this nut here. Slide the ground connector over the stud and tighten the nut back down. Now route the ground cable following the path Jared did here. For the positive, remove this 10mm nut on the terminal here. Slide the positive connector over the stud and tighten the 10mm nut back down. Route the cable like Jared is here. Let's get to the main show. Grab the amp and plug in the USB cable like so. Next, plug in this connector here. Slide the bracket on the back of the amp onto the mounting location on the X5. Re-secure the 8mm screw. Jared decided to reroute the USB cable behind the amp to make it easier to access and cleaner. Take the power cable and plug it into the red jack on the amp. Then take the ground and plug that into the black port. Take the main plug-and-play harness and press this half into the amp like so, and rotate the arm down to lock it into place. Take the other half and press the factory BMW connector into it like so. And slide the locking tab back over to secure it. Now let's take a moment to clean everything up, which includes this connector that isn't needed. Use cable ties for a clean install. To keep this video more basic, we're not hooking up an external sub on camera, but we'll give you a brief rundown on how to do it. Let us know in the comments if you'd like to see us do a full video on this topic in the future. Here is what you would do. Cut these red and black wires. You would then twist them together with the respective wire with the connector on it. Secure them in the same side. And then you connect your sub wires to the other end of that connector. After that's done, reattach the negative battery terminal. Place the storage tray back in. And screw it back down. Replace the floor panel. Replace the access panel. Close the tailgate and hatch, and you're done.
Done, easy, and the results are insane. Let's take a listen.
All right, so we got CJ. CJ, this is your X5, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we got CJ here. CJ, this is your X5, correct?
Yeah, that's the family wagon.
All right, family wagon. I like it. So what makes you know good audio? What makes you a good testimonial for this?
I DJ on the weekends, you know, dibble dabble, and you know, I love music. I always have a headphone on at work, not only to to drown out everybody else, but to enjoy good audio.
All right, so currently what speakers do you have in this X5?
I actually have the Alpha 1 speakers.
All right, and you like them?
Oh, they're great. They're better than the factory because, you know, I don't hear the muffled sound that I had with the factory system. So
now you're ready to crank it up and hear this Lightwave amp?
Sure.
All right, let's do it. I know that's too loud for you, Mr. DJ. This is it? All right, so I was gonna ask for your reaction, but I think that pretty much covers it. CJ, would you recommend this system?
Of course, anybody who has the Harman Kardon, for the F-Series vehicles and older, I definitely recommend it, you know what I mean, because it's amazing, man. Like, for real, like, you don't want to hear, like, it's an upgrade, you know what I mean? You don't have to go to a custom audio shop where they're gonna probably beat you over the head for $5,000, because every time you hear a BMW, you're like, but this one is a plug and play, and yeah, it sounds phenomenal. Night and day difference.
So there you have it. If you want the best audio experience possible in your high-end optical audio system equipped BMW, then you're going to need the new Lightwave amp from Alpha 1 by BeamerTech. And for the absolute best audio experience, you're going to want to pair these up with our Alpha 1 speakers as well. For more tips and tricks, product reviews, and so much more for BMWs, Minis, and Supras, make sure you subscribe and don't forget to ring that bell. And hey, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well. Thanks for watching.